Okay, so I wanted to go back and say one other thing about Big Money. This dude has been obsessed with whether I like black men or not for 2 weeks. He's been begging me to like black men for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks probably, in a short while, because this was one of the later comments. One of the comments I actually ignored. But yeah. Anyway, this account is basically an account I talked to him on earlier, and he specifically even acknowledged that he was the same content creator. And also, I even have some comments on this account where he's actually talking about Big Money himself, basically, because he wanted me to look at his video a long time ago, which is how I actually found his video, was because he left a comment under this account. Anyway, I wanted to basically say that I really find this really what I'm trying to say about the whole thing of harassment. Okay? See, this is the type of problem I get. I get black men like this who constantly beg and beg and beg and beg and beg for me to like big black cock, basically. They want me to like black men. They're feces stick, basically. And it's like, I am never going to be attracted to black men. I'm never going to be attracted to your feces stick. I'm sorry. It's dirty. You got AIDS probably. Because the reason black men have AIDS more often, people say it's because they're gay. I don't think it's specifically because they're gay. I think it's because they will fuck anything, basically. Because this is the thing. They aren't really desirable, which is what I said in my last video. And this is why the women they get are usually very low quality. So women like me who reject these type of men and don't want them because, we're not like those type of women, women like me aren't like that, they get mad at one, they feel like they're less than for another, and they feel like they're never going to be good enough. And on top of it, they get upset because they feel like it's unattainable, And this is why, for me, with the harassment, it's always been an anger issue where it's like you're trying to knock you down and trying to say, oh, you're not as good, you're not good enough in this way or that way, to try and put you down, to try and get them to be with you, basically. And it's like, from my perspective, it's just like, I've always had this experience. You expect me, as a person who didn't have any negative feelings towards you, to have positive feelings to you guys when you literally are angry at me simply because I'm just not attracted to you guys. That's just not my type, of thing that I go for. This causes a hurt black man, basically. And basically a person who is just like hurt and trying to come up with a way to feel better or try to hide their feelings. And it's sad to me because it's just like, why do you have so much hate for something that is just simply a lack of attraction? I'm only one woman out of billions. There's plenty that are the same color, same race, and same phenotype, same attractive level, and same weight, and same height, and whatever else you need. Yet you can't just go to them and maybe they like black men, and focus on them. You have to be all bitter and all angry over the fact that I don't want you. This is what I mean. Black men try to make black women out to be the bitter black women. But in reality, in my perspective, from my personal experience, black men are the bitter black men, in my opinion. Because they're bitter because they're not wanted. They're not desired. You know what I mean? Like, for example, black men always say black women are bitter because of white women. But in my experience, black men are bitter because of white men when it has to do with me, because I don't have any interest in black men. I only have interest in white men and Hispanic men. And, as far as who's better than who. It's not about who's better. I don't think blackness is less than. I don't feel, you know, I definitely don't see blackness as less than Hispanic people at all. Everyone knows how I feel about Hispanic people. um, but I'm attracted to Hispanic men, So my attraction has nothing to do with you as a person. It has to do with my physical attraction to a person. And that's just how it is. I accepted it. I accepted it early on. I accepted the fact that my mother doesn't like Hispanic people. And I accepted the fact that, there might be some connotations if I ever have a child that's half Hispanic. I do try to veer closer to white men because of that. But the point is, with black men, it's just like often they seem like they have all these insecurities, and they have a situation where they basically feel bitter towards black women who do not prefer them and actually prefer, men who are of other races, specifically white men. So this is just how I feel about that whole situation. Also, I wanted to talk about the whole thing of denial and issues like that. This person was the same person who was trying to say I wasn't black, but on this account, they specifically said that I look like a black man, basically. So it's like, you said I wasn't black, but you say that I look like a black person. So, thank you for that, because I want to be seen as black, and I'm black. Now, the thing is, with this person, they like black women, particularly light-skinned black women, and that's why it hurts so much. And the thing is, that's why they kept trying to say I wasn't a black woman, basically, because they couldn't accept the fact that a black woman could naturally just be born not attracted to black men. Honestly, this has happened not just to me, but also my mother. My mother's a dark-skinned black woman. She's not attracted to dark-skinned black men. She thinks their penises look like feces too. So it's not even just a difference in skin tone. I guess dark-skinned women see it that way too. Many of my aunts see dark-skinned black men as, having feces kind of looking penis, Anyway, so, that's not just particularly my mother, but I'm just saying, that's how I was taught, that, black men weren't that attractive. I did honestly have a situation where my mother almost had it where she expected me to prefer white men, and it turned out that's how it is anyway. I do have an attraction to people who are like my color, who are like Indian, Arab, Middle Eastern, North African, other races outside of the black race, Hispanic men, brown men, basically, not black men, basically. And, that's just me. As far as everything in total, it's just, I kind of feel like you can't avoid a black man from feeling hurt in these situations, really. But they always show their emotions very loudly to everybody, and everyone can see it's very obvious. Why do you make it so obvious that you're mad because someone has a different preference other than yourself? It sounds narcissistic to me. And some people say that there's a pathology with black men. I don't believe there is. But you are proving them right when you act like that. You really do, about yourself, not black men in general. Black men aren't broken generally, because blackness doesn't define a person's characteristics, in my opinion, male or female. People thinking that negativity is associated to your race when you're black only condemns you if you're a black woman as well. So I would never do that. you know. But my point is, people in their feelings about you not finding them attractive shows that it's not about talking about how bad a black man is. It's more so, I think, about the fact that black men aren't seen as sexually attractive. That hurts their feelings, honestly, more than actually talking about how bad of a black man is, because they feel like that is diminishing them sexually. And many of the time, black men feel like that's the only thing they have to offer is their sexual aspect to them. When you see that as feces, that really hurts their feelings because they feel like they aren't worth anything. I honestly don't see it that way. I see it like this: Nigerian men have academic success and financial success. So they do have, some good qualities going on there. They might not be physically attractive, and I would never want them sexually because I never could have any physical attraction to them. But you can see that many black men are very capable of being good men. They're just unattractive to me. I could never be with one. So that's just what I'm just trying to say here, you know. I think hurt black men need to understand, not everyone's going to be attracted to you. Not every black woman is going to be attracted to you. I'm sorry. Not every black woman is going to be attracted to some black man. Especially when that black woman doesn't even look like you and you just wish she carried on your image because that's what you want to live through, you know? But that's all I want to see in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe and comment down below. Have a great day. Bye.